Beautiful sunny day. Looking for Tasmania's grand champion of hide and seek, Nick SALLESE. So, g'day, I'm Daniel.
Hi Daniel, I'm Bobby.
G'day, Bobby. And what's your role here?
I'm the operations manager at Tahune.
At Tahune. So this is a really beautiful spot on the planet. You've got this beautiful walkway that goes up and looks over the, which river?
Tahune River.
Tahune River.
And the confluence of the Picton as well.
So the reason I'm here today, I'm looking for a missing person.
Okay.
Nick SALLESE. He went missing in his vehicle close to 16 years ago now, I think. And through my travels looking for him, there's been rumours that there's actually vehicles that have gone in the water here, down near the bridge. So what I was hoping to do is go have a look at that, see if it's even feasible.
Yep.
But do you want to tell us a little bit about the history of the Tahune walkway? I actually came here as a kid.
Excellent. I
remember it, and I think I was scared because it's quite high up in the trees.
Yep, over 50
but,
metres.
Yeah, tell us a little bit about your business.
Yeah, so Tahune Adventures, we do a bit of a range stuff here. It originally started with just the airwalk. Now we've got 3 walks. There's the Hue and Pine Walk, which is a lovely forest walk around the forest floor, and you get to see the Hue and Pines. Then there's the Skywalk as well, the airwalk itself. That's 660 metres long. It goes out to a cantilever, which does have a bit of movement that you're saying, and that overlooks the confluence of the Hue and the Picton River.
Yep.
And then from that point you go back down, and then we've got another 3-kilometre walk out to the swinging bridges.
And you guys do whitewater rafting and all sorts of things.
Whitewater rafting, and we've got hang gliding as well.
Hang gliding?
Yes.
Oh, that's pretty cool.
Yeah,
so how do you do hang gliding?
So it's just like a cable that goes across the river. Yeah, so...
Oh, wow. That
yeah, it's good fun.
Cool.
So, yeah, 200 metres across the river, 50 metres up, and release you back. Yeah.
So, guys, if you find yourself in Australia, you must come to Tasmania and check this place out. It is one of the most beautiful spots in the country, and you get to do all these cool things.
Absolutely,
as well.
exactly.
Right, thank you very much.
You're welcome, Daniel.
So I'll go down and have a quick look at this river.
Have a look, see what you can find.
What's your feeling of it?
I'd be surprised, but you just never know, being the depth of the river.
Okay.
Yeah, as you know, you never know. Yeah, can't hurt to look, can it?
No. Righto, let's go have a look. So, a good thing about this place, there's disabled ramps as well as normal walkways. Now, Bobby was saying that the water was down to 1 metre, or is at 1 metre at the moment in most places, and then it got down to nearly empty earlier in the year because of the drought that they were having. So they do a lot of rafting through here, and you can see why. It is quite shallow with the rocks underneath the bridge, and the water is pumping. That would actually be a lot of fun. I gotta say, if I wasn't here doing work, I think I'd try the hang gliding. That sounds awesome. Now it's going to be very dark, tanny water, so it's going to be very hard to see. Wow, that is pumping. So that's where the entry point is for the rafting. I wonder if we try throwing the sonar ball in just to see. It's going to be difficult because of the current, so I'm not going to be able to rely on that little boat. I'm going to have to run the fishing line in. What a beautiful spot though. You can see how shallow it is up there on the corner, but as we know, you can get eddies that dig out. So it would be really keen to see how deep it is there. could go wrong? So that was only 1.5 there. And if you go to the flood mark on the actual bridge, it says it's only a metre out there, so it's not deep at all. And considering the speed of this water, I'm not surprised. Now, this road is actually fenced off, so the chances of someone getting vehicles down here, maybe years ago, but the water really isn't that deep and it's moving so fast, it would push a car straight down onto the rocks lower down and it'd be exposed. It's just not feasible. So I think we've proven that the cars in the water at this location is just a rumour. We'll throw the sonar ball off the bridge here, just see if there's any deep spots. Alright, well that was only 1.5 on both sides of the bridge. So, and you add the facts that it's private road, the terrain. Yeah, you could get a car through there, but you'd have to launch it and you'd end up on the rocks. Go in where the kayaks go, but it's still only 1.5 meters deep, so I think it's unlikely there is any vehicles in here. Can't say never without probably sonaring it, but I think there's no chance at this stage. Well, it really does feel like we're kind of chasing our tails a little bit. We're just following rumours. We're running out of spots. When I say we're running out of the logical, easiest spots to check. So we've spoken to Jason, Nicola's son, and what we're going to do now is we're going to head up to Lake Barrington. We have actually searched Lake Barrington before, but again, after our last trip here, someone reached out and said that they saw a vehicle enter the water at the boat ramp on the eastern side of the lake. Apparently they contacted the police. The police said it was too deep and they couldn't do anything about it. It all seems a little bit weird to me, but I promised Jason we'll go and have a look, so we'll have another look there, and that'll be almost our time in Tassie done. Well, one thing for sure, it does drop off really quick off the boat ramp. So down to 3.9, we're not far from the edge. 4.4. Let's just go over this, make sure there's nothing here. 7.4 meters deep here, so it really does drop down quick. It's 12 degrees, which isn't the worst. So you can see plenty of logs. Make sure there's nothing hiding underneath one of those logs. It has been in there for a long time. Lots of debris going parallel with the dock. Clearly see trees and stuff. Sitting at 12 meters here, so decent depth. $13 meters. The car could drift out this far, absolutely. Down to 14 meters. Certainly is deep. Deepest body of water we've been in this whole trip. Really gotta concentrate. It's 15 meters deep here. You can see the tree. That's actually a really cool shot. It's a bit of a funny shape there, which I want to go back and check. It's a lot closer to the shoreline than where we are. 13 meters deep. That could be something. We can even look in on it, can't we? What is that? $7 meters. 6 meters. Much more manageable. That's how far we're out from the second boat ramp. You need to do a lot of goes just to make sure we haven't missed something. It looks like a tyre down there, but it's just a tyre. $9 meters deep. Beautiful spot. Conditions are perfect for me. Starting to drop off again by the looks of it. Okay, my next pass I'm going to do, I'm actually going to go a lot closer to the shoreline, because the depth is struggling a little bit to read, because it is so deep. So we're 19 meters deep here, so that means I only get to see 10 meters either side. So what's really important now is the down scan as much as anything. It's crazy, we're 11 meters deep here, really deep. Big drop off. I'm going to go as close as we can to the dock. Follow the dock along, because the dock is new, whereas the boat ramps are relatively old. So we've got everything in play at the moment, just in case I miss something on one of them. So Lots of shadowy stuff there. Don't know what that is. Might be worth having another look over. So now we're just going to go parallel with the dock. So you can see a tyre there. See the same tyre there. Lots of rocks and debris. So again, I've got the thing around the wrong way. This is going the opposite way, so I need to turn it when I get up the other end, so at least I'm on the same side. A lot of debris directly underneath us, so really got to search that thoroughly. 4 metres deep here, nice and shallow, relatively shallow anyway. Still plenty deep enough to hide a 1 metre 7.4, I think it was, 1740 millimetres. So you can see the pillars for the dock and all the debris on the other side of it. Still at 5 metres deep here. Lots of debris on my right side. It's down in there, in the dark abyss. Hey ducks, you seen Nicola? Huh? You're not much help. I gave you food and everything. Okay, so what I'm going to do, let's knock this out of here. I'm actually going to turn this around so it's facing the other way. And that should give me a better reading. Very shallow. Oh, 1 metre, no crash. So you can see the boat ramp gets skewed when we're turning. So you've got to keep all that in mind as well. Go hard up against the dock again, then we'll try and go out a little bit, I think. So you can see the boat ramp there, the big debris field. I'll try and go over the top of it so I get a good shot of it on my down scan. This is where it drops right off. Down to 15 metres so far, I think is where we're at. Have got much better technology than when we were here last time, so that might be the changer, I don't know. So we're still looking here, you can see a heap of trees that have been cut down when the dam was formed. An eye out anything. That's a really good picture there showing me the trees. Only 4.6 meters deep though, so that's makes it easy. The deeper you go, the harder it is. So how far could a car float out here? It's got no current. The windows are up. Sure, a bit. But it's still not going to go a massive long way, I don't think. But what we'll do, I might change that top one to maps so we can see what we've done. Going back in the same line, so we want to go out a little bit. This is saying I'm going in between now. Okay. That's why it's really good for these maps to be playing, because it shows me exactly where I've been. So I'm now going in between the two runs. I went out a lot further before. We can see good clear pictures of the trees. Big debris field. So as I said, I won't have to do much tighter lines on this one because it is so deep. So sitting at 5 meters, 8 and 6 meters deep here. Bit of a drop off. We come up to the front of the ramp. So this is the kind of area we really would be expecting a vehicle to be off this ramp. I wouldn't really think it'd be much further out than this. But we're going to keep on going until we're 100% sure there's nothing. Straight a line as we can. Different shadows, different angles we hit it to give us a better understanding of what's actually underneath us too. I might do another run in between where we were, see if we can get it. So further out, it's a bit of a pain, that sun in your eyes, but don't get me wrong, I'm happy to have a bit of sun. It's been a bit cold down here. Looks like a drum or something there. Really looking for drums. You never know though. See the small trees that were never cut down when they flooded the valley. A very Tasmanian thing to do. 11 meters deep here. So as I said, the deeper it gets, the harder it is to see. So then I rely heavily on my down scan, because I can see a much clearer picture. As things go out, you lose that ability. Whereas I can tell straight away, down stand, no, definitely nothing there. Directly beneath us anyway. 12 meters deep. Beautiful sunny day. Looking for Tasmania's grand champion of hide and seek, Nick SALLESE. What I might do is, I'm going to go into this boat ramp here and actually head out from it, just to see, just spin around and do it that way. So even coming down this one, it's not going to go a long way, I don't think. Kicking around, getting pretty shallow. 2.5 meters. It still does drop quite a long way off. Is a deep lake. To check with Jason if the water was high or low at the time of his dad's appearance. Just can't quite remember off the top of my head. So we're going straight out from the second boat ramp. Just going straight out. Just to see 30 meters on the right, 30 meters on the left. Let's see if we see anything on down scan. As I said, you can clearly see there's a tyre next to the old boat ramp. So even if it floods here, the vehicle's not going to get washed away, because it's too protected in here. I think they control it fairly regularly with the dams as well. So we're dropping down 11 meters, you can see the trees. The SALLESE loses its ability a bit, but I've still got a pretty good image there of the Helix 8. You can see the trees there. 16 meters deep. I can go out as deep as I can before I lose the Helix as well. So I literally would now have to go out. But look how far out I am. There's no way a car's going out this deep. Not a chance. Okay. Really happy with that. What I'm going to do now, I'm going to do some more parallels, just a little bit further out than I've been going. Because as you know, you lose a bit. Well, this is my last waterway to check in Tassie. I picked a nice one. As I said, I have been here before with Jason and my wife, and we did search this, but at that time we only had the Helix 8. So I was pretty confident at the time. Now we've got this new equipment. Let's see how we go. It's 18 meters deep. SALLESE is pretty much useless for the deep. I'm sure there's a setting you could set, but I've got such a good reading on my little Helix 8, my original one. I need all these screens though. Like, the map is so critical, so I don't miss a section. So I need to go a bit further out. So 9 meters deep. Can't imagine at all much further than this. Yeah, I really don't see it. We're pretty much going the same line we've already done, but I'll follow it now that I'm on it. Starting to pick up the SALLESE working again, because it's a little bit shallow. It's only 7.1. So all the different equipment we've got might look like excess, but it is necessary. I need to keep going over this until I am 100% satisfied. Thank you everyone for your continued support for the channel and the work that we're doing. We really do appreciate it. Just by watching our videos, leaving a comment, and going back and watching some of the old stuff and having a laugh at our attempts in the past. Every day is a gift. I'm doing my best to live it as best I can. Go as hard as I can for as long as I can. We talk about, you know that I have a few health issues. I really don't like talking about it. But I think it's important for you guys to understand that part of what I do is I want to leave, I don't know, I call it a legacy. I don't know if it is a legacy, but just people to know that I did actually care about others, and I've used my resources as best I can, not only just to search for missing persons, but also to spread the word and be that light in the dark world, because we're in a pretty dark world at the moment, and my beliefs are very strong in the sense of there is only one path, there is only one lost treasure, and if you don't know God or Jesus in your life, then please go to some videos. If you think that evolution's a great idea and there's no holes in it and all this kind of stuff, which then opens up the whole questions, go to Dr. Jason Lyle. Watch a couple of his videos. He is a PhD in astrophysics, very smart man, able to articulate the science way better than I could ever do. Okay, so keep on going to this point and then turning around, because it's not going to travel out that far. I think I'll do another pass even further out. So it's 9 meters deep. Set our line up. So we have to do really tight lines on the mapping because it is so deep. I don't want to miss a single thing. So already the SALLESE is struggling a bit, but I've got the 8 tuned in so well. I'm really happy with it. So all I'm doing is just going back and forth, as you can see on the map, clearing it, looking for anything that might be submerged under a tree, picking a line as best I can so I get as much down scan as I can. I wonder how this looks on. Cool. Righto, we're back on, camera's back on. Change up the battery. So we're just trying to, I lost my line a little bit. So I'm wondering what I might do is, I might try going into the dock and then out. See if I can see anything else. So going back into the boat ramp where we went before. down at 9 metres. That step there is just the contour of the ground coming back up. So I've got to time this pretty well so I don't crash into the dock. You can see that tyre really clearly there. Really good photo of the tyre. Let's see how far we can go out. That little cloud's actually the propeller. It's chopping up the, putting air into the water. So then that mucks up with the sonar. Down to 11 metres. And go right out until it starts dropping out. There's no way a car's any further out than this, but for the sake of it, down to 20 metres at the moment. So this is where the side scan really becomes obsolete. But the down scan down to 25 metres. Gonna sneeze. Pardon me. Down to 34 metres. Even though the down scan is starting to drop off at that point. So now what we're going to do is head back in as close as we can to the line we went out. Follow it in just a little bit over, just to make sure there's nothing sitting on the downscan. 40 metres deep here. It's so deep. So what we would need here is Jared is what's it called, magnetometer. Running a magnetometer through the water, that would be different. Sitting at 34 metres. Sonar's pretty much doing nothing. Now it's picking it up at 22 metres. We're a little bit further over than we just were. So we're going to do this whole length of the dock just to make sure. Because if it's drifted out into that deeper water, it's going to be pretty hard to see. But I think we're covering it well and truly clear past the point. Turn you off for a little while so I can concentrate. Let you know when I almost finished. Don't crash into the dock. So we've scanned this whole area a good distance out. Had to have gone 100 metres. Currently sitting at 30 metres deep, 31, heading back to the boat ramp. With the equipment we've got, we've tested as deep as we can go. I'm pretty confident that there would be no way there would be a car out any further anyway, and the reality is there's trees and all that kind of stuff, so it's not going to be swept away. There's logs and all sorts of things down there that probably haven't moved in 60 years. So if the vehicle's there, it's still going to sit there. Coming up the other side of the little valley, to 17 metres deep now. Certainly one of the deepest waterways we've been on this trip, if not the deepest. Well, as our 2024 autumn trip gets wrapped up in Tasmania, I just want to thank everyone who has supported us through comments, liking, sharing our videos, giving donations. It's all very much appreciated, and to be perfectly honest, without you guys it just couldn't happen. I'm no longer in a position where I can fund these, so I 100% rely on you guys now. So I appreciate everything that is done. Just remember, every day is a gift. Use it as wisely as you can. Use what you've been given. God bless. And until the next trip, see you then.
Well, I ain't gonna holler before I really bleed. Salvation, a quick fix remedy.